Greetings, Divine Ones. Ebony, Shalom here from the Quantum Energetics Experience. What I want to talk about today is the choice points that we each get on the Ascension journey that either elevate us and continue the Ascension process, or the recycling process of our energy that keeps us looping. This is something that I've recognized that not a lot of people talk about, and it's maybe because the experience hasn't been had to the point where people recognize that these choice points are the points, the junctures that actually open up the gateways to allow us to go further into ourselves. And those choice points are led by the heart. What I mean by that is a couple of things going on. All right. Firstly, if we don't understand ourselves as energetic in nature, then that's going to make the journey a little bit more challenging if you are consciously trying to work with yourself and evolve, right? You don't have to understand that. You're going to evolve anyway. But for me personally, I like to know all the details and be a part of my own journey. And so for me, that's something that I was shown right from the beginning of my initiation. And everything is energy. And when you embody this understanding, the world and your reality becomes a totally different place. You become the observer as well as the person experiencing things all at one time. So your multidimensional self is at play, and you are consciously aware of this, and you are able to move through your human experiences, processing the human energies that are moving through you and understanding them from an observatory point, right? Through your own multidimensional perceptions. That's what understanding and embodying that truth that everything is energy, something very crucial that they've left out of our education. You are an energetic being. First and foremost, you are experiencing yourself through the human experience. It's that simple in my eyes. Anyway, when we are on the Ascension journey and we are becoming consciously aware, we often talk about raising our vibration and doing all these amazing things to nurture ourselves. I have talked a lot about this, but what I haven't talked a lot about, and what I recognize a lot of people not talking about, is the choices that come along with this journey that either elevate us and keep us going on the journey of our own evolution and into our heart, or recycle energy that is part of a program and is part of our imprinting or patterning that isn't of our natural nature. We get a choice. Life is about choices. We've all heard that. But we actually get a choice on whether or not we are going to consciously make a decision based on what our heart knows is best or what our head thinks is best. When we become aware of these junctures, of these choice points along our journey, because we've become consciously aware that we are exchanging energy through our emotions, through our actions or inactions, through our field of energy, through our thoughts, we can become acutely aware of our instinctual knowing, right? And acutely aware of ourself, and return to that heart space that is always going to choose from unconditional love. Now, these choice points that I'm talking about, are moments that are really important, because if we follow our heart, right, despite what we've always done, when we follow our heart, we level up. we literally level up our vibration, right? Because we've made a choice and the universe goes, I'm backing that. And so you get propelled into, or you open that gateway into that higher vibrational dimension. And part of your reward is unlocking more of your truths. You open those gateways into yourself and unlock your soul DNA, your memories, and the rememberings of who you are and why you're here. And so these choice points and the choices that we are making in our everyday life are actually what is going to get you through your ascension process and what you are being tested on, if you want to call it that, in any given moment. When we become aware of ourself and aware of our patterns, aware of the cycles that we've been running, aware of the pains, aware of the joys, and aware of what feels right in our heart to do or not do, we can make choices through recognizing those patterns that are different to what we've always done unconsciously. And no matter how much it doesn't make sense, if your heart is saying, this is the way, when we say yes to that, we open up the gateway, which opens up the elevated thought, the different perception, the higher vibration. And part of those choices at these particular junctures tie in with universal laws. The universal laws are within your heart. And when you choose from love, you will understand when you make the choice through your heart, through a deeper understanding of those universal laws. The universe feeds back to you once you get through that gateway, the universal law that you've been working with, or that you just unlocked or just remembered through your soul. And so it's not just about elevating your frequency. It's about being consciously aware of your journey, of yourself, of the energy exchange as you as an energetic being. And most importantly, the choices we are making consciously with our heart. So, apart from this information that I've just given you, there's also another reason to be aware of these choice points, and that is because if you want to hold your vibration, right, because you've increased it, the way to do so and continue to level up your game instead of cycling back down is to be aware of these choice points, because they are like seriously the thing that is going to open the gateways and allow you to stabilize your energy in those higher vibrational realms.